I put this saying out the other day. I'm going to use today's strengths on today's problems. I'm not going to use today's strengths on tomorrow's problems. And we're also concerned with forecasting the future instead of just focusing on today. Today's April 1st. And I don't know about y'all, but September 5th seems a long way away. I mean, President Trump has extended social guidelines till April 30th, and that seems like a long time for me to be in with my family. So for me to forecast anything in the future, I think is a lot of wasted energy and effort, in my opinion. And I think what it does is it gets people concerned about things that aren't relevant for right now. What's relevant for right now is for us to be taking care of our families, to maintain proper social distancing, to adhere to the rules and standards that our administration, our president, our governor has put in place. So for me, that's my focus. I'm not going to get into whether or not, I mean, no offense to Mr. Herbstreit, but deciding who's going to win a football game on college game day is a lot different than getting the world in a panic about whether or not we're going to play a college football season. And I'm not going to get into that. Now, as far as is there a hard and fast deadline on when we have to be back? No. Up until I think it was 5 years ago, these guys were voluntary in the summer in playing. That's what training camp was designed to do. Training camp was designed to get you in shape in order to play a season. So, for me personally, there is no hard and fast deadline. Now, I don't run the SEC. I do as I'm told and as I'm asked. But if we reported on August 5th and said we were playing on September 5th, we'd be ready to go. I mean, that's what you do. As long as it's even and the playing field's even for everybody, I think you're in good shape.
Just curious if you've thought of any silver linings, any positives to come of this, maybe bringing, obviously we're apart, but, bringing people together, forming against a common enemy. Have you seen any of that with your team, and maybe a message you have to the fans?
I think any type of adversity presents a great opportunity for you to meet that challenge. And, every day you control two things, your attitude and effort. And when you wake up in the morning, your attitude that you're going to attack the day with, the response that you have towards any given circumstance, that's completely up to you. And then the effort that you put into any type of workout, to your work, to what you do, that is totally between you and you. And so for us, I think it's a great opportunity for our team to practice controlling their attitude and effort, choosing discipline and toughness. And that's really what we've talked to our team about. I mean, anytime you see people come together, you see people say thank you to nurses and doctors and supply chain people. I mean, I think that's all positive. I don't necessarily know that we're going to know all the positive ramifications or all the positive things that have come out of this CV-19 until we get through it on the other side. And then once we get through it, we'll look back and say, man, these were such good things that happened. We talk to our team, don't just get through it, get something out of it. And so there is going to be positives that we get out of it, whether it's a deeper relationship with each other, whether it's, just developing our own sense of identity or whatever it may be. There's going to be something come out of this, and we're responsible for choosing our attitude and our effort with that.
Yeah, Eli, I'm curious, do you know anybody, or do you have, I guess any connection? Do you know anybody that's tested positive for this, or have any concerns, with your friends or family at all?
It's kind of hard to answer those specific questions just relative to trying to keep information and trying to keep people safe. I do have family involved in healthcare in a lot of different aspects. My brother-in-law is a pediatrician. My sister is a physical therapist. Other sister is a sonographer. My other sister was a nurse. Is a nurse. My mother-in-law is a nurse. My brother is a hospital administrator, so I've got the healthcare world covered from that standpoint. So far, all are healthy. We've got members on our team who's got family members who are first responders, who are nurses, who are people out every day. We've got people that are on the supply line chain. So we're in this fight. We're in this fight, and we're just trying to provide encouragement and prayers and support in any way that we can, and check on people and make sure they know that we're proud of them and we're proud of the fight that they're putting up, and we're doing our part to help. So, do we know people that have CV-19? Yeah, we do. And we know they're in a fight, and we know that they're going to pull through. And so, yeah, we do. It's affected all of us. That's the word. It's unprecedented. Nobody knows. I think the same messages that I've been trying to put out on social media are the same messages that we're sharing with our team, which is, adversity always presents a great opportunity. Without a test, there is no testimony. Use today's strengths on today's problems. And then this is a tremendous opportunity to practice. We've got 4 words in the weight room. That's it. There's 4 columns. There's 4 words: toughness, discipline, attitude, and effort. And, toughness for us is performing at your full God-given ability, regardless of the circumstance. It's a mindset and it's trained. The only way that you can become tough is to go through tough things. That's just the reality of it. You can't talk yourself into being tough. You got to put yourself in a tough situation and overcome it. Discipline is choosing the standard, making the decision, and choosing the things that are help you meet the standards that you've set for yourself. So, discipline, you have to make that decision. You either did it or you didn't. You either got it done or you didn't. You either worked out or you didn't. You either went to class or you didn't. I mean, it's that simple. You either chose to do that or not. And attitude and effort are the things that you can control, and nobody else controls those. You control what your attitude is when you wake up in the morning. You control the amount of effort you put into any certain thing that you choose to do. And that's really been our message, of how these guys can help get through these things. And then our message is that we're here for them in whatever way that we can. And, there's some real world issues back at home. There's players on our team that have gone back home, and parents have been laid off. And they need to get jobs to help their family, or try to get that job at Walmart or Amazon or whoever's hiring, so that they can help out their family while they're home. That's real. And that's real life that's going on right now. It's not they're back at home on spring break for 6 weeks. That's not been the case at all. We got people in all kinds of places in the world right now, and they're scared just like we all are. And so we're trying to just make sure that they know that it's going to be okay. We're going to see the other side of this, and whatever we need to do to help them, we're willing to do that. And I think that's the only way to approach it. It's so much bigger than football right now. And I think that goes back to maybe the first question about, are we going to have a football season? Like, man, it's so much bigger than that right now for us. It's bigger than the game that's going to be played. We want to play because it's going to provide hope that we're on the other side of this. But right now, that's the thing on our minds. The one thing on our mind is the essential things of, are our players safe? Or are they in a safe place mentally? Are their families safe? Are they getting through? Are they gonna be able to pay their bills this month? And that's real, and that's what we're trying to make sure.